Hello, welcome to the instructions for Module 15. In Module 15, we will continue to explore the period of adolescence. Within this module, you will be completing a discussion post as well as taking a quiz. Remember, for the quiz, you should be reviewing all of the information within the OER modules associated with the past two modules. For the discussion post, I want you to think back for a moment to your video response. If you remember, your video response for adolescence focused on morality, which is considered an area of cognitive development. For Module 15 discussion post, I'd like you to consider other aspects of the self during adolescence. Oftentimes, those cognitive aspects of the self map onto relationship issues. The topic for Module 15 discussion post is identity theory. If you think back to the opening information from the course, you should remember that the focus on child psychology came about from Freudian work. Freud went on to inspire Erik Erikson, who's considered the father of child psychology. Erikson challenged Freud's notions because his research looked at a lifespan approach. Freud saw early experiences as important, and Erikson saw lifespan experiences as important. In particular, Erikson was interested in identity. Other researchers went on to be inspired by the work of the identity crisis during adolescence. And here we'll see the important research of Marcia. Marcia develops entire concepts around the formation of identity. And when we're thinking about identity, we can think about the multiple layers of what makes up an adolescent identity. And we can even look to those components of identity as developing throughout the lifespan. So think for a moment about the parts of yourself that form who you are in terms of your identity. You might be looking at things like religious background, sexual orientation, or any other important component of who you are as a person. One very interesting area of identity theory is the notion of ethnic identity. Within the United States and around the world, we have people whose sense of identity is highly linked to who they are ethnically. Research of Gene Finney goes on to explore the idea that when somebody has a well-established sense of ethnic identity, it provides a protective factor for all kinds of risks associated with delinquency during adolescence. I'd like you to consider your own identity during this discussion post and relate it back to Marcia's theory. I will see you back shortly in the final instructions for Module 16.